So what's going on, guys? David Price wins by DQ. Kash Ali bit David Price in a very bizarre fight. In a bizarre, messy fight. Listen, I think Kash Ali was doing okay, to be honest. I don't understand where the bites came from. I thought he was doing well in the fight. He wasn't really troubled by Price's power. At the end, he got caught with a right hand that wobbled his legs and he looked like he was about to go. But then it seemed like he grabbed hold of David Price and he got back his bearings. He took Price to the floor and then took a bit in his chest, and the referee stopped the fight, rightfully so. You know, he bit him twice, so the referee disqualified him, which that's what the rules state you do. If biting is not allowed in the sport of boxing. So I'm just confused to why Kash Ali bit, because it's not like, I know people are going to say Kash Ali bit him because he was about to go and he wanted out the fight. But he bit him early on in the fight when Kash Ali was doing well in the fight. So it didn't make no sense to me why Kash Ali bit. I'm just confused, because to me, I know people are going to say, well, Price had him going. I felt like Price was on empty. I think it was a case where they were both on empty, and whoever had got hit with a shot was going to go. Because Price looked, just before he got Kash Ali, he hit him with the right hand. It looked like Price was about to go. Because David Price always, throughout his career, right, you can tell when he's about to go. You can tell that now he's had enough. His tank's emptying and he's about to go. And it looked like Kash Ali had him about to go. So I don't understand why Kash Ali did what he did. Yes, Kash Ali was hurt, but he was hurt before with the uppercut that Price hit him with. And he managed to weather the storm. So I don't understand why he bit him. I don't understand. A lot of people are going to say he wanted out of the fight, but it wasn't like he was getting beat up, because he had just had success in the fight where he looked like he was about to knock out David Price, and David Price looked like he was about to go. So it didn't make sense to me why he bit him. I didn't understand it. It was a messy fight. It was a fight where they kept grabbing hold of each other. The referee deducted Kash Ali, a point for hitting on the back of the head. I think that was more. I don't think referees don't really take points off for hitting on the back of the head. I know it's not allowed, but only if it was excessive. I don't think it was excessive. I think it was because of the bite earlier on. I think he was kind of making up for the fact that he didn't take off point off of that bite in him hitting in the back of the head, because I just thought it was a bizarre fight. And to be honest, I don't really know where David Price goes, because I don't think his performance was that impressive. He admitted it himself that I thought, really, in that last round where Kash Ali got disqualified, I thought David Price was looking like he was going to get knocked out. David Price looked like he was about to get flattened. Because like I said, every time I see David Price, there's a pattern when he looks like he's about to go. He starts to empty and he starts to get ragged. He starts to look like his body starts to stiffen and go wobbly, and you can clearly tell that he's in a lot of distress. And I felt like there was a point in that fight, in that last round when Kash Ali got disqualified, that David Price looked like he was about to go. And I feel like it was a last-ditch attack from David Price, which he caught Kash Ali with a big right hand, and Ali looked like the legs were gone. But Ali looked like he was quite tough and he had a chin. He could take some punishment, because we know Price is a big hitter. And Kash Ali managed to grab hold of David Price, took David Price to the floor and bit him. I don't understand, because he had got in that taking him to the floor, taking him down. Kash Ali managed to in that time, he would have managed to get his bearings. So he would have been able to get up and manage to fight on. So it doesn't make sense to me why Kash Ali decided to bite David Price. So what Matthew Macklin was saying about him wanting out the fight is probably right, but I question that, because I felt like he had a point in the fight where he had the most success and Price looked ragged and looked about to go. Price looked in that last round, he looked really weary and it looked like he was running on empty. Price looked very tired. He was, and I saw that in the last round. I saw when Price went back to his stool before the round the fight was called off. Price looked like he was breathing very heavy, and I thought to myself, this guy's not got many rounds left in him. If Kash Ali has got something left and he's able to mount an attack, which he actually was able to, David Price is in trouble, and that's what happened. But David Price managed to land a last-ditch right hand, in my opinion, which really hurt. Yes, a lot of people are going to say David Price was controlling the fight. Yes, he was. He's a better boxer than that guy, Kash Ali. But this fight wasn't going to go 10 rounds, in my opinion. This fight was going to be a knockout either way, because we know David Price is vulnerable, and David Price can get knocked out and go down. And to be honest, Kash Ali, we didn't know whether he was on that level. And to be honest, Kash Ali did okay. You know, I didn't know how good he was. He did quite well. He looked quite defensively good. He looked decent. You know, he was hanging in there. And to be honest, I don't think his plan was to outbox David Price. I think it was to take him late on and then mount an attack, which, you know, which would basically test David Price's stamina, which I think he did. I think he did test David Price's stamina. And I think in that last round, David Price looked a bit ragged to me, and it looked like the wheels were about to come off. But then Kash Ali kind of just threw it all away. He got hit with a right hand. Fair enough, he got hurt. He grabbed him. Fair enough, you did your job. You grabbed hold of him. You took him down. That wasted precious time. It took time for you to get your bearings back. And then you bite him. It just didn't make sense. I just think it was all, you know, I don't think Kash Ali's going to get another chance on TV, if I'm honest. Even though he did well in the fight, I think he blew his chance. You know, to bite somebody twice. You know, fair. You thought he'd learned the lesson the first time after biting him, but he didn't. And it was just, you know, I just think it was like it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, because I felt like the fight was building up. You know, I didn't see a conclusive finish. I didn't see whether David Price was going to knock him out, or was David Price running on empty, and was Kash Ali about to knock David Price out? Because if I'm honest with you, although Kash Ali got hurt at the end, I think if Kash Ali had managed to get up and kind of got his bearings back, I think David Price might have been in trouble, because I think the man was running on empty. I didn't think he had much left in the tank. And as we know, when David Price hasn't got much left in the tank, he's a sitting duck. And I felt like in the last round, it did look like David Price was running on empty. But, you know, Kash Ali, you can't blame anybody. He did what he did. What he did was idiotic, really. He threw the fight away. He threw the fight away. And what I mean by that, he didn't let the fight come to a conclusion. Whether David Price would have knocked him spark out, or whether Kash Ali would have got up and David Price was running on empty, we won't know, because he bit him. And it's just, oh man, it just peed me off, because I thought the fight was hottening up into a great fight, but you know, Kash Ali just, you know, bit him and kind of got himself out of there. You know, it's just, it just leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. But it was what it was. David Price moves on. I'm not sure where David Price goes from here, because to be honest, the performance weren't great. And if he steps up against someone a bit higher level to Kash Ali on that performance, you'd probably say he loses and gets knocked out. But, you know, we know David Price is very vulnerable. We know he can punch. So, you know, that makes his fights so very exciting, because you always know that David Price is, you know, one punch, or maybe, you know, his stamina could go. He's always not far away from disaster. So that's why his fights are so exciting. And that's why we like watching him fight, because anybody that has an X factor like Price, he's got power, but he's also very vulnerable. It's very exciting, you know, to watch. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think of the fight. A fight which probably left a lot of bitter taste in most of our mouths. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of Kash Ali's performance. Let me know what you thought of David Price's performance. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.